Moore argues the problems with the postmodern Hedda Gabler in his article, Hedda Silences Beauty and Despair in Hedda Gabler. Recent productions are missing despair, yearning for beauty, and depths of soul. The characters of recent productions are too witty and too impatient. The literary text should be an invitation to the reader to share the author's sense of exploration and discovery. Instead of looking at the play from a philosopher's standpoint, we should let the object or the work of our interest teach us how to consider it. Let Hedda Gabler teach you what its concepts are. If we are not capable of seeing the world as Hedda sees it, we won't be able to acknowledge her plight of soul and body. Even if Hedda had become a general or a prime minister, she would still feel unfree, isolated, and incapable of love. Her yearning for beauty was a yearning for greater things in life. She felt that it was a curse that everything she touched turned to ridicule and vile. In 1890, during this time period, Hedda felt that she was unable to voice her yearnings without ridicule. Hedda Gabler is a play about women and human beings, a feminist and universal piece. Unlike most 19th century pieces, Epstein dared to make women the bearer of his place. Epstein gave women access to the universe. Moy explores Hedda's silences. First, Hedda's silence concerning the manuscript, her greatest act of cruelty. Hedda deliberately withheld information that she ought to have shared. She had total control over Thea and Loveberg's destiny. She was the director of Loveberg and Thea's tragedy. She treated them as characters. She theatricalized Thea and Loveberg while withholding her acknowledgement of their humanity. Hedda reveals herself to the audience, but not to Thea and Loveberg. Hedda also refused to lie about the pistol. She could have easily blamed Loveberg of stealing the pistol, but the thought of being slandered in court was repulsive to her. She escaped blackmail by Judge Brock. He was demanding sexual responses to keep his secret. She states, "You have your hold over me." She glimpsed into a future where sex will be used to victimize her. She chose to preserve her freedom and to escape ridicule. Also, to preserve her silence and to avoid revealing herself. Loveberg's sexual advances that took place years before the play demanded a passionate response, which she could not give. She was incapable of love. The vine leaves in Loveberg's hair was Hedda's idea of beauty. Beauty without vine leaves is empty beauty, pure form without the utopian energy of the idea. Such beauty will not uplift anyone. It is beauty without any connection to the truth of goodness. When Hedda learns the truth about Loveberg's death, she realizes that acts of heroic beauty have become impossible. Hedda begins to think that this world has no place for her. The deeper and more spiritual the despair, the more the self seeks to remain hidden. Not surprisingly, people who suffer from self-enclosing despair have higher rates of suicide. Postmodern directors are wrong to think that they need to play down her yearning for beauty and meaning to contemporary audiences. In the last act of the play, when Hedda is playing the piano and Charles asks her to please stop, she states, from now on, I will be quiet and commit suicide. In this act, she is avoiding revealing herself, keeping her silences, avoiding exposing her despair and her yearning for beauty.